Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So today's video is going to be kind of a travel guide kind of videos. You guys saw that I did this type of video when I went to Tulum as well as Aruba, and now I'm doing one for Cabo San Lucas. So we can say this video is like what you need to know before you travel to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. So I went back in February and I received so many questions on different things that I did experience and just general questions about traveling there right now, especially during the panoramic. Okay, so before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on the road to 10K and I would love for you guys to join my journey. I do a lot of travel content and I have a lot more travel content coming for you guys, so make sure you guys subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy and if you guys find it helpful, and drop a comment down below with your thoughts, comments, questions, opinions, or anything that's on your mind after you watch this entire video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So before we even get into the video, I want to let you guys know, because I know I'm gonna get comments on my makeup. I recorded this look. I don't know if the video will be up before this one or after this one, but there'll be a video on my channel with this exact makeup look, all of the details about it. So if you guys are interested in my makeup, I'll link that video down below once it's available. Also, I'll be doing a blog post on my website, kensthetic.net, with all of the information included in today's video plus more. So make sure, along with watching this entire video, you guys read my blog post, check it out. So there will be more details in my blog post, so make sure you guys check it out. I'll have the link for that down below. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So in case you guys don't know, Cabo San Lucas is a resort city in the country of Mexico, and it's located on the southern tip of Mexico's Baja California Peninsula. Cabo San Lucas is known for beaches, it's known for its restaurants, good eats, good vibes, good water, all of that. And also its nightlife, which we can say lack thereof, because due to the panoramic, it wasn't really much nightlife in Cabo San Lucas. I'ma just keep it a buck. I'ma let y'all know from now, but we're gonna get into that a little bit later on. First information is my flight. So I traveled from February 17th to February 21st, and I flew from Jersey EWR. In case you guys don't know, I live in the Bronx, but flights are obviously cheaper from Jersey, so I made my way to EWR so I could save myself a little coin, and I flew into SJO. My flight with everything included, like round trip flight, taxes, fees, all of that, was $400 US, and I booked about a month before leaving for my trip. So when you arrive to Mexico, they will give you a couple of forms to fill out. I think it was like 3, but one of them that's very important has a departure card at the bottom. So they'll rip off what they need once you go through immigration, and they'll give you that departure card back, and they'll tell you do not lose it. When they tell y'all do not lose it, do not lose it, because you're gonna need it to get back home. And if you do lose it, I believe they charge you like $30, and you might be like, oh, it's just $30, but I don't need to be stuck in anyone's country, okay? Especially right now, I just need to make sure I have everything together. I held that car with my passport, and I'm like, I am not losing her. So when y'all get that car, put it somewhere safe, lock it up, put it in your bra, put it in your panty, wherever you gotta put it, but do not lose it. So house staying. So in case you guys don't know, we traveled for my friend Tabitha's birthday. We do this trip every year. We went to Dominican Republic 2 years ago. We went to Jamaica last year, and then this year we went to Cabo. So we stayed in a villa. It was under Cabo Villas. I'll have the link for the villa down below, but I do want to say that the villa helped out a lot when it came to like excursions, when it came to a whole bunch of other things, which I'll explain a little bit later. But we did stay there, and the villa had 9 bedrooms and 9.5 baths, and it claims to sleep 30 people, but there was, I believe it was 13 of us, and we slept comfortably in the villa. So I did want to note that, as far as like, you know, depending on how many people you travel with, depending on how people like to sleep, because there's couches, there's like little day beds and stuff. But if you guys like being in a room, if y'all like being in a bed like we did, then it could sleep, I would say that it could sleep probably like 20 people comfortably. The villa also includes maid service. They came every day besides Sunday. But yeah, sis did an amazing job. She cleaned that house from top to bottom every day by herself. Like, the house was spick-span clean each and every day after she left. When we arrived, we did get a complimentary 15-minute massage as well as some margaritas upon arrival. So I did want to note that too. and I felt like the villa was very safe because it was located in a gated community. So in order to get up to the villa, you had to go through security. They were very strict. They were very, like, they were on it. They were not playing at all. So I did feel very safe staying there. I prefer to stay somewhere that has great security, even though that does equate to me spending an extra coin. I'm in another country, specifically Mexico, and I'm like, I just need to feel safe. So the fact that the villa was located in a gated community, I felt so safe staying there. I didn't have to look over my shoulder like who's trying to break in, like no, security got us. So transportation, a lot of people ask, especially when they go away, like, does it make sense to rent a car? Does it make sense to take cabs? So our villa arranged transportation to and from the airport for us, so we didn't have to worry about that. But what we did is we rented a van big enough to fit all of us so that we can get around during the day and stuff. But also a lot of the excursions, it did come with like transportation. So the days when we did excursions, we didn't have to like drive there or back because the excursion included the transportation. So I did want to note that when it comes to like renting a car versus taking taxis and stuff, I always say that it depends on what your intentions are while you're there. If you're planning on, you know, going from A, B, C, and D in one day, then it may make sense to rent a car. If you're planning to chill at the house and only go out at night, and if y'all plan on getting lit, then who driving once y'all lit? I hope nobody driving while y'all lit. So these are all things to take into consideration, because a lot of people ask me, would you think renting a car makes sense? Would you prefer taking taxis? And to me, I always prefer taking cabs because I know I be lit, and I never want to tell anybody like, you know, slow down on your drinking because you gotta drive us home. Like, no. Cabs, they do have Uber service as well. We didn't use it, but I did want to mention that that is another option that is available. And as far as a rental, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't know how much it costs, but you can look it up online. I think we did it through Enterprise, but they also have like Hertz, they also have Avis, so the girls have options. Food. So the first day that we got there, if you guys watch a vlog, which y'all should if y'all didn't already, we went to Walmart the first day and we bought enough groceries to last us to cook meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner the whole trip. So that was super clutch because we didn't have to worry about like, you know, rushing for a reservation or getting dressed each and every night. We were able to just cook in the house, chill, eat, vibe out, and not have to worry about finding a place to eat, everybody getting ready, us having a reservation big enough for all of us, because you guys know with like the panoramic conditions, they only see a certain amount of people at a table. So with all of that, we were just like, let's get our food, let's cook at home. We know we're gonna love the food and all of that. So yeah, that was super clutch. But I do have a list of restaurants that I did receive from people who previously went, like recommendations. So all of that will be listed in the blog post, as well as like links to menus that I can find. So if you guys are staying in like a hotel and you guys are planning to go out to eat every night, that list will be super helpful of places that you guys should try to hit up. But yeah, that was basically food. Next thing is liquor. So we did purchase our liquor at the airport. So after you go through immigration, there are 2 liquor stores. We went to the first liquor store and we bought all of the liquor that we knew we needed for the trip. When we went, they only took cash, but I would just recommend to make sure that you have cash. They accept US dollars and I believe pesos at that liquor store, so that you can make sure that your transaction could hit. So yeah, so just make sure that you walk with cash, so that if you are planning on getting liquor, you can get it at the airport and go straight to your destination. For me, I just prefer to buy liquor at the airport because it's convenient. We don't have to worry about like, you know, going out on the streets, finding a liquor store and all of that. Just buy it at the airport, one and done. So yeah, I do want to say that the liquor prices were cheaper than the US, and I did want to note that they didn't have a huge wine selection, and they did not have regular Hennessy. They only had Hennessy white. But in Walmart, they do have a large selection of wines. If that's your tea, they have a large selection of tequilas, of cognac, of all of that. So if you don't have a chance to get the liquor at the airport, Walmart is another option as well. Next is nightlife. So we went out, how many nights did we go out? We went out once. We went out one night. We went to this place called Mandala, I believe. I'll have it on the screen and it'll be in my blog post as well. But we went there the first, was it the first night? We went there, and basically in order to get in, they were like, oh, we have to do bottle service. So we did the bottle service. The prices were literally like the same as the US, or maybe even a little bit more. But we went, we had a great time. The music was great. We had our little section, so we had our own, like, you know, little party. But yeah, that place was lit. They have a whole strip of like places to go to. They do have a Senor Frogs, and we did want to go there, but it was like inconveniently located. Like low-key, it was in a sus location. It wasn't on the strip. Basically on the strip they have the like souvenir shop for Senor Frogs, but the actual Senor Frogs isn't on the strip that I'm speaking about. But while you're walking, you can see all of the options. You know, there's people on the street trying to sell you excursions, drugs, liquor, and all of that. So, you know, just be safe when you're going out. I felt safe and I was lit, so I do want to mention that. But I was also with a whole bunch of my friends as well. So just make sure when you're there, you exercise the same precautions that you do when you're home. And when you travel anywhere, you should be very cautious of who's around you, what they're doing, and all of that. I did want to mention that and highlight that. But as I mentioned earlier, Cabo is known for nightlife, but everything was kind of closed because of COVID. So there's this place called Coco Bongo, I believe, and it's like all over the airport, a whole bunch of ads, but it is closed because of COVID. I also wanted to note that none of the hookah lounges were open either, but we had our own hookahs. Put it in your carry-on. You can't put it in your check bag, so bring your hookah and your vibes, and you could turn up on your own. I also feel like when I'm on vacation, like by the time night comes, especially if you're doing excursions during the day, you don't really have much energy at night. So yeah, take all of that into consideration. So the next thing I wanted to speak about were excursions. So we did parasailing, and that was through Cabo Expeditions, and we were able to book that through the villa, but you can also like book on your own if you want to. And parasailing was kind of tricky because if the winds are too crazy, they will not allow you to do it. So it really depends on the wind levels for the day. And then we also did ATVs, UTVs, zip lining, camel riding, bungee jumping, bungee swings, horseback riding through Wild Canyon. So they have a pass where you pay $200 plus a $49 insurance for like the vehicles, like the ATVs and UTVs, and you're there for basically the day. It's like a 6-hour excursion, but because our group was so large, we weren't able to do everything. So we didn't do the horseback riding, and people had to choose in between the bungee jumping and the bungee jump swing. So just keep that in mind, especially like, you know, arriving on time and all of that. And it does include a lunch, so they have like tacos, they have quesadillas, they have all of that, as well as a drink. Like you could get alcohol too, but yeah, so it comes with the meal, it comes with the excursions and all of that. So I really think that that was worth it because you're able to pay $200, be there for the day, and get all of that included. And we also did a yacht. So the yacht we booked was through Cabo Luxury Yacht Rentals. I'll have the link down below, but it was an amazing experience. I would recommend it if you have the coin and you want to, like, you know, have a good time. Then I would recommend to book with them. They were fun. It came with the meal, decor, and all of that. But if you're willing on a budget, you can still go ahead and do a yacht ride and see the arches and the wheels and all of that. But I would definitely recommend that you get on them waters because the water in Cabo is so beautiful. The next thing I want to speak about, which is probably the main question that I got when it came to the trip, was COVID testing. So let's go ahead and get into it. You are not required to take a test to enter, but you have to take one to come home. So I took one. If y'all watch my Get Ready With Me vlog, I took one to go because I wanted to be safe. I'm like, I'm going to be around so many people for so many days. Like, I just want to make sure I'm good. Also, I'm like, I'm not getting stuck in nobody's Mexico. So let me do this test. Let me make sure I'm good before I go anywhere. So I recommend to do a test before you leave. I did a PCR test. And I got my results in less than 24 hours with the location that I went to. So all of that information is in my Get Ready With Me vlog for the trip, but I would recommend to get tested before you go anywhere now, because as of January 26th, you have to get tested to come back to America no matter where you go. Joe said you got to get tested to come back into my country, and I respect it. I really respect it. So you have to get tested 72 hours before your flight to go back home. So our villa was gracious enough to bless us with a doctor to come to the villa to do our test for us. So we did it on Saturday. We did it on Friday night, and we came back on Sunday. So we all was able to do it. They did charge us, I think it was $50, but I don't really like saying the price I pay for things, because I'm like, people want to put their prices up, that's between them and them. So I'm gonna tell y'all we paid $50, but I don't know if it was like based on how many people we were with or whatever the case is, or if they have a deal with like the villas, but we paid $50 each. And the chemist was also gracious enough to give me his information, and he told me like if I have any friends who are traveling in groups and need, like, you know, private testing to come back, I can share his information. So if you guys want his information, if y'all are staying at an Airbnb and it just makes more sense for you guys to get tested that way versus you guys going into a pharmacy or going into a hospital and also putting yourself more at risk with being in contact with people, then DM me on Instagram at Kensthetic_ or send me an email. I have my email in my description box down below. But please, please, please give me time to respond. I am not in my phone all day. I have a 9-to-5 job, but I try to respond to all of my messages on a weekly basis. So make sure y'all give me some time. Please do not DM me and then comment on my post when y'all see me posting. Like, I DM'd you, I see it, I'm gonna respond. I respond to everyone. So please keep that in mind when you guys are contacting me for that information. But if you are staying at a hotel, I heard that hotels are having accommodations, like whether they have someone like in the lobby or they're next to a pharmacy or they're in, you know, collaboration with anyone to help you get tested to go back. But I feel like it is super convenient from the videos that I watch and information I heard while I was there. But if you guys want private testing, let me know and I'll share my doctor's information with you. But yes, let me see if there's anything else you may have to present. Oh, so basically when they check your results, when you check in, it didn't allow us to check in online for our flight home, so we had to show them our results in order to get checked into the flight. So that's when you'll have to show them the screenshot, and the doctor did give us a document. He texted, sent through WhatsApp, and emailed it as well, and you're able to just show it to them on your phone, like, hey, this is a thing, and then, you know, they examine it to make sure that it's legit or whatever, as they should, and then they go ahead and give you your boarding pass to go back home. So that's the process we went through, and it was super easy. It wasn't bad at all. I've done the test multiple times, so I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys whether it hurts or not. It is what it is. I'm just like, at this point I know I have to do it. So, and the last thing I wanted to speak about was weather. Like, when I packed, I was ready to skin out. I'm like, ooh, little shorts, little tank top, crop top, and all of this, which was cute. But girl, the weather was kind of chilly. Like, you need to bring a jean jacket, you need to bring a sweater, bring something, especially if you plan on going out at night, because the temperature does drop. I will emphasize that the temperature does drop. This weather is similar to California weather, where it's like during the day, beautiful. At night, bundle up, honey. So I did want to note that in case you're like, what should I pack? It didn't rain any of the days while we were there either. I don't know when the rain season is for there, but the weather was beautiful during the day, but just a little chilly at night. So that is basically all of the information that I have to share with you guys based on my trip to Cabo San Lucas. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you guys have any other questions, please leave them down below. Make sure you guys check out my blog post, because I will have more specific details there, as well as like recommendations for restaurants, as I mentioned earlier. So please, please, please check out that blog post as well. If you want the chemist / doctor's information who did our COVID testing, I will definitely be open to sharing. Serious inquiries only, and please allow me time to respond to your messages. And yeah, so before you guys head out, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. We on the road to 10K. So help your girl out, subscribe, share this video with your friends. If you guys are doing a group trip, if you know anyone who's traveling, share this video, because sharing is caring. Give this video a big thumbs up if you guys found it helpful, and drop a comment down below. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Mwah.